To my future wife, an open letter, part 1. February 11th, 2024. Dear, I'm sorry, we have not met. I don't know your name. As a placeholder, I will call you Grace. If your name is actually Grace, then it's a coincidence. I'm not a psychic. I like the concept of grace. It's why I like the name. Also, I have zero memory of anyone named Grace in my past. To me, the name is free of negative or positive association. I'll try again. February 11th, 2024. Dear Grace, hello, my name is David, and this is my story. I was inspired by a YouTuber named Vagabond Rob to write this letter to you, somebody who will one day enter my life. Rob is a homeless Canadian man who documents his life daily on YouTube. I watch his channel and support him any way possible. Please note, if you, the reader, not Grace, have extra cash and feel like donating to Rob's situation, please do. However, I understand if you don't for whatever reason. Charity is a choice and not a requirement. It's difficult to summarize Rob's story. It's better if you listen to it in his own words, if you're interested. The reason I like and support Rob's channel is honesty. Rob is completely open in his videos. He uses limited jump cuts. He films right after any situation arises in his life, creating videos that clearly display the emotions he felt at the time. He's opening his heart and telling his story, the good, the bad, and the ugly. My goal is the same, but for different reasons. Rob telling his story could provide him an income from YouTube and a way off the streets. The more honest he is, and the more followers he attracts, the greater the odds some will contribute, I understand. I don't need additional income. I would like extra money, but not by working for others, not even YouTube. I can't follow their rules or anyone's rules. I'm too old, and although I live a simple life, it's all I need and want. I live by my rules now, and one day I'll live by rules set jointly by you, my wife, and myself. What I would like is a wife / partner / whatever you want to label it, and my goal is to provide you all the information you may need to make that decision beforehand, before even meeting me. Rob is my inspiration to write honestly without unnecessary fluff and provide you with a history of my past. Although to be fair, there's nothing scandalous about my life. I'm not confessing to crimes here. Not yet. I'm telling my story to anyone who will listen, but I really only care about you, Grace. I want you to read this story, but I'll share this with others, as it's the only way to find you. If that sounds heavy, it's not my intention. Although this letter isn't funny, I am at heart a comedian. I believe it's my job to make fun of every part of my life until both I and those listening find it hilarious. I'm not an actual comedian, Grace. Well, I haven't gone on stage yet. I have my material prepared, and every day I feel more confident to get on stage, but I get to stand up. I'm ready in my mind. I have 7 venues lined up, one for every day of the week, but for some reason my body says, not yet. I'm not sure why. However, there's no rush. The world doesn't end if I don't do stand up tonight, but I really have no other interest in life, currently. Maybe I'm addicted to the concept of performing on stage, not the actual action. I'm not sure, Grace. But once I do get on stage, I'll post any video I take here. I'll provide you with the same insight Rob provides to his viewers. Until then, if you like to read or listen to my humor, please review any of the other posts on this site. They are all meant to be funny, but if you don't find them funny, I understand. I won't be offended if you stop reading now. If you prefer short form, my Twitter /X accounts are at Ricky's God and at Elon's God. Both accounts are intended to be satirical, but I suspect others find them confrontational, whatever that means. If you do find my sense of humor funny or at least tolerable, please continue reading. I like Rob's honesty, but also his consistency. He posts daily no matter what. A shitty day or a good day, it doesn't matter. Either way, his true story and true emotions are displayed. This is not an act. Or if it is, he's one hell of an actor, and the CBC should hire him. I'm not homeless like Rob. I was close a few years ago. I don't have to find odd jobs in Kijiji to eat and provide myself shelter. I don't have to write or publish anything on this site daily or otherwise. I have no obligations to my readers as I have no readers. I have no requirement to get up in the morning and get out of bed. I can stay asleep as long as I like every single fucking day. Rob cannot. I have no excuse for not writing and posting something/anything on Substack daily. None. I write in my head constantly from the moment I wake up until I eventually fall asleep. It's all I do, but I'm not sharing everything. I posted 6 movie ideas last year, but I wrote 12. The missing 6 didn't make my personal cut for quality. This was a mistake, Grace. Like Rob, I should have posted everything, regardless of perfection. I do admit my mistakes, Grace. Maybe not the day I realize my error, but eventually. This year I won't make the same mistake. I'll publish anything I find entertaining or important, including a continuation of this letter, no matter how long it gets. If you're wondering why I don't need extra cash, Grace, it's not because I'm wealthy. I'm not. I live on what I receive from the Canadian Pension Plan. I turned 60 this year. It's not much, but it provides me with room and board in a shared house. For now, it will suffice. Like Rob's limited use of jump cuts, I'm not going to over-edit these posts, Grace. I'm not sure I can produce daily like Rob, but I have absolutely no excuse not to. If we do get married in the future, and I'm in this situation again, please kick me in the ass, Grace, and tell me to write. I just realized it's 3:45 p.m. and the open mic for today is at 4 p.m. I won't be going, but I think my first open mic will be at this location. It's the only place where the start time is before 8 p.m. And part of my problem getting on stage is I'm normally tired as fuck by then, and I don't want to go to sleep. And I do want to go to sleep. Or kill the night watching YouTube and Netflix. It doesn't matter. I have no excuse. I could have gone to the open mic first and wrote the second. I didn't. It's all good. I can wait until next week to embarrass myself on stage. In the spirit of Rob-inspired honesty, I should note, Grace, this was not my first plan to attract a wife. Originally, my plan was to perform, stand up, become good enough to get noticed, and then hope the woman of my dreams comes to me. A solid plan. However, I realized, although my comedy is based on my life, it's massaged to make me look good, even if I did something idiotic. All the jokes I write about myself are based on real events, but I remove the sad parts of those events, parts of the story I don't want to remember, or I'm embarrassed about. I have no reason to be embarrassed. If Rob can share his story, I can share mine. If I'm inspired by Rob's story, maybe I'll inspire someone else with my story. Or not. But if I don't share, I'll never know. So I'll share. And if my words are not perfect, so be it. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to edit the truth. Either way, thanks for listening, Grace.